it's a journey, and it's a journey that you have to experience, and you have to, without sounding cliche, you have to love it. You know, you have to. What I think an actor brings to a screen or a stage is life, and if you haven't lived life, you don't know what the hell. How are you supposed to portray it? And the first lesson here, professionally, is that you're never just auditioning for that part. And you're not just auditioning for all the parts in that project. I've had casting directors call me 10 years later saying, you didn't even call back, but I really liked you. The casting directors in this city especially have long, long memories. And the thing that you have to realize is that you are building relationships every time you go in. And what they want to see is a professional actor who is prepared, who is going to do the scene as best as he or she can. That's what they want to see, because this is a business to follow every single note. And again, that's preparation. You can't fake that, right? Because they're going to have a camera right here, and that's where your hands are. And if you're in a show produced by Martin Scorsese and Mick Jagger about musicians, and you are pretending to be a musician, and you're not hitting this, or you don't look like you can sing, you have ruined the show. Pretty much. So anyway, a director needs to see you not just be able to execute, but bring in your own creativity. I think that when a director is, I think that you should look at yourself as an actor, or at least that's how I look at myself, as another piece of storytelling equipment, like the camera, like the mics, whatever it is, right? And the better piece of equipment has more options on it. It can do a whole bunch of crap. Don't be married to the one choice that you can make. A director wants to be able to see you make 1,000 billion choices, and then she can pick whatever she wants, because she's in charge of the entire thing. You're just in charge of what you're doing here. If you can give a bunch of colors and sounds and notes, that's brilliant. And that's, I think, not from an ego standpoint, that's what I think has brought me this far. Because when a director gives me a direction, I don't look at it as a mistake. I look at it as, oh, you want to see it this way? Okay, cool, let me try that. And then let me try this. And oh, I got this idea here, let me try to come here. When they see that you can do that, it's gold for them. So, you know, it kind of goes with John's question about like what I would like to do, and I had a little taste of it. The thing was, it was a play called Mother Courage and Her Children, and it's a 3-hour epic play, and she's on stage for 2 hours and 55 minutes of it, you know? And she's singing, she's dancing, it's physical. I mean, one time she got hurt.
It's like a King Lear for
It's a King Lear for women, yes. And she's magnificent. And what it taught me was, because I've seen the other side of this, you know, somebody at Meryl Streep's level, to me, she doesn't have to do anything else. Do you know what I mean? She's at the top, and she's one of my favorite actors, and she's a legend. And she was first one into rehearsal, last one out. Worked hard. I mean, and you know how James is probably always telling you about like working from moment to moment. Like, it didn't stop after rehearsal. While she's working on stage, she's working out moments, and she's not doing it to show off. She's doing it because she's interested in telling the story, and she's trying to find a way to tell the story as effectively as possible, and also completely open and free for whatever happens. And so she caught me out. She caught me a couple of times where, again, you're on stage with Meryl Streep, and I can't help it. Sometimes I'm like, you know what I mean? And so there's a couple times that she caught me, but there was one time where it's a big muddy stage, and she's literally singing at the top of her lungs. I didn't know she could sing like that. I mean, she's like operatic. And then she's like marching through this muddy thing, and there's this scene where my character's a soldier who's like fed up with life and complaining, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, get the hell over it. And she does this whole big number about it, right? And for all the previous performances of the scene, she would end the scene like sort of downstage from me, and then I think there was like a big exit out. And this one time, and my character's like seated here after I've given my monologue, and I'm pissed off, and then it catalyzes her monologue, and she just comes over, and suddenly, like, I could see her work it out in the moment, right? Where it's all this mud, and the scene is about like how life is just shitty, and just make whatever lemonade out of lemons or whatever. And she's like marching up the stage, and you're the actors, and the da da da. And she's like singing, and then she like just goes down in the mud and grabs it, and she's doing this. And then I see her turn around to me. Oh shit, right? And she's singing and she's going like this to me. And I'm like, what is she doing? I'm like, stay in the moment, stay in the moment, stay in the moment. And she gets right to my face like this and she just goes like, that with the mud. And then I'm watching because it was such a brilliant moment, right? And then she saw it in my eyes. Like, I don't think the audience could see it, but she saw it in my eyes and I was like, I just formed in a moment. And then she looks at me and she goes, and I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? She's having a good time and she knows it. You know what I mean? It was beautiful.
I was going to ask you a question about unexpected, anything unexpected. You said these giant things, nothing unexpected happen because I got it all planned out to a T. But do unexpected things happen?
All the time.